welcome. It's Boss Barrel Radio, and after 7 months, we're back. I'm Griffin Hoffmann, and with me is Geoff Brewer.
What's up?
And James Sherer.
I just woke up. We podcasted yesterday.
And Collin Connett.
Hi, hello.
We podcasted yesterday, guys. It was yesterday we podcasted. Wait, does anyone have a newspaper?
Quick, what year is this?
I would say something topical that happened like
No.
the day after recorded last, but I think that's one I can't remember because everything is just a blur these days of just misery and confusion and a weird, the world's inability to experience shame, and also I don't want to go back to whatever was happening.
Here's an important question. Was Hawk Tuah still around the last time we recorded?
Yeah, pre Hawk coin.
I was going to say, I know we said we weren't going to get political, but, you know.
Does spitting on that thing have a bent?
You know, if it does, I don't want to know. That way madness lies.
Yeah, well, let's talk about let's bring it back here to what podcasting is really about. Not about teenage comedian women, but about 4 white guys talking about video games.
Finally.
You know what would make this even better, Griffin? If we were all 12 years old. That's the hotness now.
But then we'd be recording in Roblox.
No, maybe we should.
Or our parents would be exploiting us for profit.
New Patreon reward tier is the Roblox cat.
I love it.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna do the Fortnite live stream. What is it? Where they have like the events.
I don't know, man. I played Fortnite one time and I got real overwhelmed.
I have still played Fortnite 0 times.
Not beating the boomer allegations. It's fine. I think that fucking Paul Thomas Anderson was doing Fortnite stuff now. We're in a rough time, guys.
If you've never been to a Travis Scott Fortnite concert, you have not lived.
I like my movie franchise setups to be happening exclusively in Fortnite. Guys, it's been 5 ever, and we have been playing games undoubtedly. And according to our list here, we've got a lot to talk about. And shitty news aside, there's been real video game news that's been less miserable that we could probably talk about too. But we only have an hour and a half, so it's time to go. So we'll start with the usual. Geoff, you can go first and talk about a game that you have been playing, and I don't know, try and convince us to play it or to
do your worst.
Consider it.
Oh God. Oh boy.
Because we're not okay. Just to be clear, this is not Game of the Year. We'll be doing that later.
Games that I'm currently playing and games that I have played in the past 6 months are 2 different things. I will talk about a game that I just played a little bit of tonight, which is Hollow Knight Silksong. Hey, that's a great game. You ever heard of that game? Yeah.
Collin, how long have you been waiting to talk to somebody who's finished Silksong?
Oh, I really want to
Don't
have
spoil
like a
anything.
6-hour lore podcast.
Oh Lord. So here's my relationship to the lore in these games. I don't care.
How dare you?
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. To be clear, the lore to me is like vibes. You know, like there's a guy who comes out and he's like a showman and he has thematic showman attacks. And I'm like, that's cool.
That's lore.
There's good vibes.
That's
like
a
a
very
little
valid
performer.
way to lore.
Yeah.
To enjoy lore.
Colin, when you told me that
Yeah.
there's a Silksong Vati, I was like, whoa.
When I told you there's a what?
There's a Silksong Vati. Who's
Oh,
been
yeah,
explained.
yes,
I was
yes.
very surprised by that because I did not know that franchise has lore.
He's a much memeier Vati,
Okay.
to be sure.
Wait, as in the villain from the Minish Cap? What are we talking about?
Vati Vidya, if you were not familiar, the lore master of Elden Ring and Dark Souls.
YouTube
and such.
Oh.
From Soft Lore
Tone
Master.
Extraordinaire.
Yeah, no.
It's very good.
I watch real things like Super Nintendo RPG challenge runs on YouTube.
And Pine Sol commercials.
Right, but I'm going to need you to
that's
tune
an
in
Instagram.
for the 4-hour lore on the Scarlet Rot.
If you ever need to
No, I
go to
don't-
sleep and you can't, just put on a Vati video and have
Yeah.
him explain to you his theory on the frenzied state and the history of the people.
You know, on the one hand, I think doing lore, dives for these games is a mistake, but on the other hand, I can endorse falling asleep and not retaining it.
This guy is the gamer's nexus of Dark Souls.
Oh, Steve's funny though.
Yes, that was
I
funny.
like Steve. Okay, all right.
I'm just saying.
Anyway, Silksong's really good. You know, I don't even know what to say about this game other than it's Hollow Knight, but like a whole lot more. Like an overwhelming amount more.
What do you mean? In what way?
But it's very... I mean, Hollow Knight was a huge game, right? But I think with Silksong, you're struck by the enormity of the game and just non-stop bosses and side areas and little nooks and crannies to explore. It's just a big boy. It's a big boy, and I've put probably like 30 hours into it, and I don't think I'm in the third act yet. Just kind of plodding along on the map and filling stuff in. I'll run into a boss. It's like a brick wall. It's really hard. I fight it like 10 or 15 times, and then I beat it, and then I'm like, that's it. That's my night.
I feel that.
But it's a great game.
I feel that big time.
Yeah.
Like, I'll play it, I'll beat a boss, and I'm like, okay, I need to do something else that's not playing this game right now.
Also, okay, I know that we should probably like talk about the contents of the game or whatever, although maybe because it came out in like September, that's kind of done at this point. They really are pretty miserly with those red rosaries, aren't they?
Oh, money, yeah.
The economy is not...
It's fucked.
Yeah, it's fucked.
True to form.
Was the last one that fucked?
No,
I don't recall the
not
last
at
one
all.
being like that.
Not at all.
No.
They were
make
drowning
you work
in
for
money in the first game.
Yeah, the rosaries they do not grow on trees.
If you're trying to buy it all, you'll spend just an hour straight up grinding at the end. There's just not enough money.
Yeah, that I don't love.
Mm-hmm.
It's really freaking hard too. Like it's quite brutal. Definitely, I think, starkly more challenging than Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight, if you ran into a really challenging boss, you could usually just walk up to it and face tank it. And that was like the little hack. Not so in this game. Every boss has like 3 forms. It's crazy.
Yeah, face tanking is not an option in Silksong at all.
No. And the movement is much more technical, I find. Mm-hmm. Like Hornet is a more prickly character in general.
You have a lot more movement tech, and you get to heal 3 masks. Hornet gets to heal 3 masks, and you can heal in the air. And...
Or as normal people call them, health.
Health, yes. Sorry, health. But yeah, you have so many more options with all the tools and everything too. I think maybe that was their. We're gonna amp up the difficulty, but you have so many more options to deal with it. But it's still really hard.
Yeah. So for those who aren't playing, so the first game had like spells essentially, and you had a mana pool. This game has a couple of different types of resources. So there's a silk pool, which are used for like, let's call them special abilities. But then there's also tools which use a non-renewable or non-replenishable resource that you have to farm in order to re-up, which is another part of this game's broken economy. Running, it reminds me of Bloodborne, honestly. Mm-hmm. Like, you know how in Bloodborne, when you run out of health vials, you have to like spend like half an hour just farming health vials, and you're like, this is bad. This was a bad choice. It's that again. I don't know why the bone shards or whatever exist. It really kind of annoys me.
One thing that I really disliked later in the game when the bosses are getting really nasty is that I was starting to feel very discouraged from using tools, because you're just going to run out of bone shards and you're not going to have any tools for the boss. And I don't want to stop what I'm doing and go farm them forever just so I can get 3 more tool uses and then die again.
But the tools are kind of like instrumental in defeating some of these bosses. That was like a big moment for me, like realizing like, I cannot just dodge an attack. Like, I need to be unloading all of my tools.
Interesting.
Once you kind of get the boss down a little bit, you can definitely, in a lot of cases, go in and just dodge around and just dumpster them with maximum tools, which is satisfying.
I think that my own lack of skill helps me in that regard. I oftentimes just forget I have tools as I'm flailing around in a boss fight. So I end up not, like, only until just now when I was fighting, like, it's got to be the end Act 1 boss, and I was starting to exhaust some tools on it, and I was like, it was the first time that I was, like, actually paying attention to using the tools, but when I was successful with it, it was when I completely forgot about it and was just focusing on the screen. Do you guys think that that's like a key factor as you progress towards the end game?
I would say it takes a lot of bosses from like extremely like head-splittingly difficult to like manageable.
Okay.
Like you can beat any boss without tools, but using the tools is going to make your life a lot less awful, especially when there's a lot of like enemies on screen at once. Like if you're fighting a boss with like 2 or 3 or 4 different creatures on the field, tools do really good crowd control there.
Interesting.
Like you want to be doing multiple hits on multiple enemies at once. Like I don't know what you preferred, Collin. Like I really like the gear that runs along the ground.
Oh, love it. That's one of my favorites.
Chunks the hell out of enemies. It doesn't work for every boss. That's the other thing. You got to update your loadouts. But like this game, it's so weird the ways in which it just decides to be obtuse. Like, for example, like your tools, they remember how much of a given tool you have left. So like, let's say you use up all your gears, and there's like, I think up to 9 gears you can hold. You put them away, and then the game's like, hey, we didn't forget that you have 0 out of 9 gears.
Yeah.
So if you want to use the gears again, you got to pay the price, buddy. And it's like, this is too like, why are you doing this to me?
They won't replenish while they're stored away in your little closet.
No. And it's like you have like 2 bone fragments, and you're like, this is freaking dumb.
Yeah.
I think if I had to identify one failing of that game, honestly, it's like, there's just this insistence on creating tension and friction that sometimes feels like kind of a fuck you. Like when you go into a new area and like you don't have the map and you're kind of like trying to find the map, like I guess it's okay, but sometimes it's just really frustrating to walk far away from the benches, which they're not everywhere. I'm going to say the benches are not. There's certain parts of the game, like I'm sure, Collin, you remember the bench that was not actually your friend.
Oh, yes.
Spoiler alert.
Yep, there's another bench that dumped me into poison water.
Yep, I know exactly where we are. Yep.
Yep. So there was one that struck me with an axe. There was one that dumped me into a swamp that caused me to not be able to regenerate silk for healing myself. It's just very mean. And so like not only is there that, but there's also like when you walk around, even after you've purchased a map and you go to an area that you haven't like filled out yet, the game doesn't auto map it for you. It's like, nah, you got to get back to a bench first.
Yep.
Then we'll show you where you are. And I'm like, this is so, you have to put a piece of gear on to have a map marker. And I'm like, why are we doing this? And like, I was thinking about it and I'm like, why don't they just literally, like, why do we not have a Metroidvania where every door or like thing that you have to come back to is just marked on the map
Prince of Persia
for you? Like, we don't need to.
Prince of Persia.
Prince
Ender
of Persia
Magnolia earlier this year did a really good job of that too. Everything was marked.
Yeah, Prince of Persia did a great job on that front. There's I think there was even a Metroid game that did that as well. I don't know why we have to have crude drawings. Like, it's fine. I honestly feel like I have not forgotten a lot.
Paper
but
mapping your Silksong?
Jesus, no. The map is huge. The map is, there's like literally 19 areas.
Hold on. I'm just getting a phone call here from Team Cherry.
Yeah.
They just told me to learn to play.
Have you considered getting good?
That's what they said.
To be clear, it's like these things, I can't decide if they should have been there from the jump or if the way they've built it is just so. Like, I'm not mad at the game, but I think it makes it all the more daunting. To just not have anything fed to you.
I was thinking about this too, Geoff, because I was listening to another podcast and they were talking about like a frustration is the corpse run from the bench to the boss when, sometimes they get a little bit too long and it's like, okay, come on, man. I made it to the door. Now I gotta traipse back and do this run and maybe fight a couple guys or dodge a couple guys just to get back to the boss fight again. And like, I was thinking about that as a criticism and having kind of hit one of those points where it was a couple, like I think 2 notable ones. I was like, this kind of stinks. But after a while of doing it, I could just kind of like, get to it super unimpeded and very quickly and get the fight going. And I thought, had Team Cherry not come out and said like, no, we deliberately want this to be, as we crafted it, challenging, I think that that's a really strong and respectable stance for a developer to take, and then those lacks of like modern game convenience that you're citing feel a little less like it's not bad design and more of a choice, which I can respect more so than it is like a developer that just is like, hey, we made this is our first go at it, or like we'll patch it out in the next go, like we'll add these things in. I think it's cool that this team is like, no, we want this to be like this. Now, does Griff, the bad video game player, wish that those things weren't there and I could just have a map all the time and instantly warp to bosses and have a mimic tier that could just fight all these fucking things for me? Yes.
You know what they need to do? They need to do the Nintendo where if you die like 10 times, they're like, you want assist
mode?
No. And the thing is, if you are Griff, you'll be like, sure. But if you're me, you'll be like, fuck you. No. I don't mind the boss rounds, although some of them are truly heinous. What I don't love is the mapping, which I think obviously was a choice, right? Like they had 7 years to make this game. I don't think anything that they did was unintentional.
They didn't change the mapping really at all from the first one, and I know there was definitely some. If there were any complaints about the first one, a big one was the mapping. It could have been a little better.
Covered new territory. She just drew it on the map right there. Like why do I have to go to a bench to draw on the map? Come on, man. I get it. It's diegetic or whatever, but like, let's not.
Maybe you could try dying more. That'll take you bench faster.
Honestly, I'm on it.
As far as runbacks,
I've been trying.
As far as runbacks are concerned, I've played Dark Souls 2, and runbacks can't hurt me anymore.
I will say the runback in what I'm gonna call their equivalent of Blighttown, miserable.
You're speaking of the area where the bench dumped you in the potty.
Yes.
Yeah, that area. There is.
But even the hidden bench is not that friendly.
I did not find that before I beat up the bad man in that area. I'll just say that.
The bad man made me really mad. And I'm going to tell you right now, I cheesed that fight using a strategy I found online.
Was it the down in the corner?
Freaking over it. It was the down in the corner.
I heard about that, and I refused to do it, and I instead just maximum tool spammed him down. But he killed me a bunch of times, and I had to walk all the way back up there, and it was awful, and I was getting real angry.
Yeah, to be clear, he killed me a bunch of times before I decided I don't care.
Yeah.
So Geoff, it sounds. I want to ask you two questions. One, it sounds like you actually don't like this game, and then two is it sounds like you're almost describing it in like a way that it's player hostile, which is almost distinct from Dark Souls. It's almost like worse. That's what I'm hearing, at least.
I think that it's kind of like Bloodborne in that it has this problem where a lot of the resources that I think could have been like refillable Estus flasks need to be farmed, and that annoys me. I think the game is fantastic. I think it is. When I first started playing it, I was a little annoyed that like there were so many combat arenas, but I think that overall, I mean, so many of the bosses are super memorable or super cool. A lot of the challenges feel just right for me. Like they're hard. Maybe the first couple of times you're like, wow, I don't know how I'm going to be able to do this. And then you find your way through. Like it's that classic structure, right? Sometimes when it's not working, you're just kind of like, why am I doing this? It's a great game though. I'm having a fabulous time playing it, and I will see it through.
Jamie, are you playing this game?
I am playing it. I got so sucked into Hades 2, and it has eaten up so much of my life that I have had little time for it. And I was actually surprised that I started favoring Hades 2 over it, because I love Hollow Knight. Like Hollow Knight is a top 5 game for me of all time. And I'm really excited to play this. But I seem to be falling into this trap as an adult where instead of playing a game, I just buy it on different consoles and stores and download it and then open it for a second. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm so excited. And then I fall asleep or something. And so I'm
is definitely the Switch 2. In my opinion, I think the Switch 2 is a great platform for this game because it asks so much of you. But I hear you, Jamie. I think it's hard to play when you have like things to do.
But I'm really looking forward to it.
Are you saying that it's Hades 2 is perfect on the Switch too, or
both games? I think we should talk about Hades 2 next, Jamie. I'd love for you to take over on that. But no, both are great on the Switch too. I think Silksong is fabulous on Switch too, especially because you need a separated D-pad to do it. So don't use your Pro controller.
You're a madman. The D-pad is the worst part about the Switch 2 playing. I'm playing the Silksong on Switch 2. It sucks ass. It is nigh unplayable.
Are you playing it on the Pro controller, or are you playing it on the actual Switch 2?
The Switch 2. I don't have a Pro controller.
Oh, I love it on there. I think it's great. I love that D-pad specifically for quad directional platformers. I think it's absolutely fabulous for that.
I could not disagree more.
All right.
With the Switch D-pad. Oh.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's great.
It's missing.
I think the Pro controller D-pad is garbage. But the Switch D-pad I think is perfect for that game.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, man. It's like half a D-pad.
I think it's great. But I understand if you don't.
But I'm curious, going back to Jamie, and I think it's a good segue to just start talking about Hades 2, because undoubtedly we'll touch back on Hollow Knight, Silksong as time goes on. Hades 2, Jamie, came out a long time ago, but now it's for real released, and you're loving it, playing it on Switch.
Oh my god.
Falling asleep mid journey.
I can't stop. And yes, I have like actually beaten it, and so I'm looking forward to.
Oh, I'm
beating
right now.
That's the title of my new country song. That's debuting in Roblox. No,
100% AI.
It's so funny with this game because it came out in early access. I got it on PC. I played it. I really did enjoy it. I played it at a very early stage. Later elements of the up track. This game is distinct from Hades 1 in that there are two kind of dungeons that you can explore. You can go up or down, which is awesome. And when I was playing it on PC, when it was early in its release, a lot of the top area was not there. And I really loved it, but it wasn't clicking as much as the first one. I was obsessed with the first one. And I thought this seems very well made. It seems like they thought even harder about all the boons and game balancing and making sure that everything was tweaked and balanced perfectly. But it felt to me in the earlier phases like some of the joy was kind of taken out of it. It almost felt too mathematical, too clinical. So I put it down, stopped playing it in early access. Then it comes out. I get it on Switch. And I start playing it with a close friend of mine. We like to kind of watch each other do runs. And I just realized, oh my God, they've done it again. Like this, in my opinion, Hades 2 is just as good, if not much better, much more enjoyable than the first game. There is so much depth there. There is so much to think about. Everything from the Arcana cards to the different aspects on each weapon can drastically change your runs. I've beaten like the story fully. I've unlocked one of the statues, which are like the optional things that you can do at the end. I love how the bosses completely change when you're doing it on quote unquote hard mode, like completely change. It's just
more profoundly than the first
much
game,
more
right?
profoundly.
Like I have a couple of those, and they like add another mob in there. They do all kinds of wild stuff.
It's absolutely wild. And one of the most fascinating things about this game, a little different from the first game. I mean, the first game was hard, right? No doubt. But this game starts out so hard that you're like, what did they change? This is impossible. How am I ever going to do this? And then it gets you to a level of mastery where you can do it so well that it kind of surprises you. And I think that's like the best thing that a game like this can do for a player. And for me, it is really doing that on every front. But above and beyond that, the story, the voice acting, everything, I'm just like super into it. How far are you guys? Have you been playing this?
So I've beaten both the baddie on top and the baddie on the bottom. I beat the baddie on top one time. I've beaten the baddie on the bottom like 3 or 4 times.
Nice.
Do you think that, Jamie? Do you think that the system becomes easier to kind of navigate and like getting through runs and being strong in runs is a function of the arcana, or do you think it's just like wrapping your head around mana in this game?
I think it's both, because the arcana cards
I
help
feel like,
you wrap your head around mana,
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I feel like I was very reluctant to use mana for a long time, and I didn't kind of get it. I was like, oh man, I gotta save that. And it's like, no, you don't. You don't save that. You just use that all the time.
all the time. You unlock arcana cards that allow you to auto-replenish. And that's how you... The arcana cards in this game are instrumental. And it's the ones that you kind of... Or that I kind of avoided at first. There's one arcana card that gives you plus 50% damage if you're using 2 curses from 2 different... boon providers from 2 different gods. And I was like, oh, that sounds dumb, but that one's incredible and you need to use it.
Yeah.
And so you learn these things, and it ends up feeling so much fun. The other thing that I find very fascinating about it is that sometimes you think you're having a really great run, and then something happens and you realize that you are so not building the character that you thought you were, and in fact this is a bad run and you did not think it through properly. Which did not happen to me in the first game. In the first game, if I started out strong, I was like, all right, I'm gonna kill Hades this run, clearly. In this game, you can start out strong, you can get to certainly with the up route, you can get to an area where you're fighting a ton of powerful mobs, and you just realize like, oh, I didn't spec anything into armor, like, busting or anything like that.
The up route is brutal. The up route is like, it's the playtime is over.
It's really, those first few times you beat it, it's no joke.
Yeah. I'm curious about you guys. Are you guys also playing this game?
I have not played Hades 2 yet.
Same. And I probably won't be.
Wow.
I would like to, but I have to play all the other video games first.
I've kind of hit my limit on roguelikes for a while.
Did you like Hades 1, Griff?
Yeah, it's fine. But I think that was when I was like, I'm kind of good on roguelikes now, especially this action variety. Like, I had a good time playing it, but it didn't really do anything that really spoke to me. Besides, like, the non-gameplay part of it was like, fun characters, cool art, good music, jokey jokes. And then I was like, and now it's a hard action game, and I am so fucking tired of this.
I mean, you can turn on God mode if you want and just...
Well, then, like, why do I even play the game?
For the story that you like, apparently.
Oh.
I like the story a lot in this game.
If I had a logic complaint against this game, I think it suffers from having too much. Like, I think the previous game, a lot of people would kind of remember
every video game is suffering from having too much right now.
That's fair.
Yeah.
The previous game, like, it was known for kind of breadcrumbing its story elements. This game takes that and is like, you thought that was bad. Like, wait till you see this. I feel like I could play this game for like 500 hours and not see everything they have to offer. And I don't love that.
I don't know what my hour count is, but it is certainly very, very high. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was close to 60 to get the real and quote unquote real ending. And the second you get the real ending, they're like, hey, keep going, because there's still stuff, dude. And I'm like, oh, okay, fine.
Yeah. So like in the previous game, you may recall you have to beat, I was going to say Satan, close enough. You have to beat whatever his name is, Hades, the titular character. You have to beat Hades 10 times in order to get the like true ending. In this game, it's like there's 2 final bosses. I don't want to beat them both 10 times.
You don't
I don't
have
want to do that.
I think you can do it with a total of 10 again. I think, or close to it.
It's too many times, man. I beat the top boy, and I was like, "That's really cool." I think I don't ever want to do that again.
But on the third time, on the last time that you beat Kronos, who's the final boss of the lower realm, there's a third phase, and it's so hard. It was exhilarating, but
after the clock,
there's a third phase after the clock.
Does that only come in? Does that only come in when you turn on hard mode?
No, it only comes in when you can, like, when you're at the point where you can beat this.
When you do the spell.
Yeah, when you're like ending the story of the game. Then whenever you fight Kronos, he'll have a third phase.
I mean, that's compelling in its way. I think I actually know what the third phase involves. Is there a third phase up top as well, Jamie?
No, actually, the Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, there is not, as far as I know. But no, Griff, I would say you should give it a shot because yes, it is hard, but it. I don't know. To me, Geoff, this does not feel like a typical rogue light to me. Does it feel like that way?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fun. I think the runs are very fun. I think that it has a way of becoming a lot easier in a way that just feels sort of organic. I like the story, but I don't know if I like the story.
I like the characters. That's what I'll say. The story, you know, but the characters I enjoy being around.
Yeah. I think that it's different. It's fun to play. Like, it's fun to play throughout. It's fun to mess with your little combinations. It doesn't feel. It's certainly not Isaac. I mean, it's Hades, right? Like, you've played this before. Except I like the female lead. I think she's cool.
Really cool.
She's a babe.
Total
I like
babe.
her. I have friends who think she's not a babe, and I'm like, no, you're wrong.
They're dumb. I would dump them as friends, honestly. Yeah,
I should. No, it's really fun. I don't know if I'll ever play it again.
And it's fun, but I hope you do.
Yeah.
I hope you see that third phase. And Griff, Collin, I hope you guys give it a shot. It's
I plan on it.
Here's what I will say. I played it in early access, and then I didn't play it for like, I don't know, 7 or 8 months, and then I came back to it, and I was like, oh, this is still pretty easy to play. There are a lot of games where you come back to them right after a long time away, and you're like, this doesn't feel manageable. I don't remember what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm overwhelmed. I can't get back into this. What I can say about Hades 2 is, like, it's ready for me when I want to return, and there probably will be a time when I want to return.
Totally. I mean, I did the same thing. There was maybe a half a year span when I stopped playing early access and then played the final product and picked it up. And, you know, not only did it feel familiar, I remembered things. I think the game does really well at signposting certain things, highlighting certain things, making you feel like certain things are important that you should focus on them. And it's hard to forget when it's doing that, when it's signposting well. And
yeah. Also, it used to be a lot worse about making you do multiple runs to get resources and stuff, and that's been massively improved.
Oh my god.
Thank God. That was bad in the original. I was like, this is not it.
Yeah, totally.
Because this game wants you to get so many resources. Griffin, you would love this game. Okay, you know how in Genshin Impact there's like 8,000 currencies?
Yeah.
So imagine that, but in a game that you don't have to pay.
What's the point then?
To
if
do
I'm not
actual things.
The need to actually spend money by playing it, then why even bother?
But I think
that may as well be playing fucking Banjo-Kazooie at that point. Like some kind of brain dead idiot.
Griff, you should play this because it's the best version of this particular roguelite that I think will ever exist. If they do a Hades 3, and I actually hope they don't, I hope Supergiant does something else. It won't be as good as this. I feel like it.
Yeah,
they've really hit the nail on the head here.
They did pull it off. To their credit, they pulled it off. I mean, I have some grievances with just the amount of stuff, but they did pull it off.
It's a good one.
I think it's been a good year for sequels, but I'll be real. It's pretty low on the priority list of things to play. So sorry, probably not.
Collin, you're gonna love it.
You're gonna
have a great time.
I feel like I will.
Yeah. And you're going to have at least like 5 crushes. Don't worry about it.
No bad boons. No bad boons in this game. No bad gods. Everything's useful.
My same friends.
Everything is hot. Everything is useful.
My same friends who don't respect Millennium has a game which is Who's Your Hear Me Out of the cast. Like a person who's not conventionally attractive, but like, hear me out. Like, Ariadne, hear me out. Hear me out.
Which one's mostly slime? Give me the Goodra.
Also, one of the guys sounds like Nick Cage, and it's incredible.
He's the best.
Oh, God. That's good. Pretty good.
Griff's back in.
Very good.
Yeah, I'm back in.
And you'll know immediately. It's not subtle.
It's a really fun game. No, not at all. They really should have him say, "They took my face."
And the best part about this game is that character who you meet in one particular area has a romance with another character that you meet in another particular area, and you actually learn about it, and that you actually kind of put them in conversation with each other. So you get to hear Nick Cage like opine on this other character. So it's great. You'd like it if you play it. If you don't, that's fine. But I hope you do. And that's it.
Well, speaking of games that do absolutely everything, Collin, do you have something you want to talk about?
I mean, yes.
All
Dragon
right.
Quest.
Now it's your time.
Is Dragon Quest the game that does absolutely everything?
Oh, I thought you were talking about a new game. Sorry.
I was teeing you up to whatever you want to talk about. You got a couple on here.
Well, I mean, when we're done talking about Hades,
we're done talking about Hades.
we're done, and we're talking about Dragon Quest.
Yes.
Dragon Cars?
I'm really trying hard to get Griff to just be a Dragon Quest super fan, and he's resisting. And I don't like it.
There's never been a better time.
It's the
Dragon
best time.
Quest, honestly, HD 3, 1, and 2 are all incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Collin, I want to hear your thoughts on Dragon Quest 1 HD. Because I was surprised.
Have you played the original Dragon Quest 1?
For like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is bad.
You played for 5 minutes, so you've already got the gist of it.
Yeah.
It's amazing what they were able to do with it. As far as, okay, we're kind of modernizing it, and that you're pitted against, the normal cast of Dragon Quest enemies. It's not a one-on-one anymore. How do you deal with this? And they introduce the souped up skills and everything else, and to kind of even the odds. And it's really cool without sacrificing the difficulty of it.
I was going to say, did you play these on Draconian?
I did play them on Draconian, yes.
Dragon Quest 1 on Draconian was really hard.
It was very hard.
It was extremely hard.
I felt like it was fine until you got to the fight with the 2 dragon zombies. And
my god!
And then it got
the difficulty
nasty.
just goes like off a cliff or up a cliff or up a mountain, whatever.
Yeah.
Holy crap. How do we explain these games to get Griffin and Jamie to play them?
I monologued to Griff the other night for a while, and I was really trying to sell it, and I told him how they managed to take Dragon Quest 2 from being one of like my most disliked RPGs to transforming it into one of my favorite RPGs.
Also, some real crazy difficulty spikes in that one too.
Yeah,
I fought Mummy Dearest.
Oh yeah,
my god, the worst.
yeah, that fight was pretty nasty.
It was awful.
Draconian doesn't pull its punches at all.
No, I don't know if anyone like really played that all the way through. I think they were just like, seems fine.
We feel like you could probably beat this eventually. Go ahead.
Like I rolled a dice, like 30 times, and if you get, there's a space where you
as
can
a
do
Dragon Quest enjoyer, but more on the casual side, should I play it on? I mean, I love Dragon Quest like 11S, like one of my favorite games, right? Do I play this on the super turbo hard mode, or do I just go norm sauce? What do I do?
You could start on hard and then be aware that you can always turn it down.
You can change the difficulty on the fly if you're not jiving with it, yeah.
To be clear, you will encounter bosses on the hard mode that will make you want to die.
That's true.
And
but okay, so let's
and one last question, and then I want you to set the table for me. I know we're doing this a little out of order, but do I start with 1 and 2, or do I start with 3?
Start with
3. Yeah, 3 is the introduction to 1 and 2. 3 took place. It's a prequel to 1 and 2.
I think
back in its own right.
Back in the day, it was really cool that you played 1 and 2, and then you played 3, and that was the big reveal that it was a prequel. But in the remakes, 1 and 2 definitely kind of treats you like you've played 3 a little bit as far as some of the story and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So here's what I'm going to say about my relationship with Dragon Quest, and you tell me your thoughts afterwards, Collin. So, I've always wanted to like Dragon Quest, and it took me a while to figure it out. And I feel like my turning point was actually Dragon Quest 9, I believe, was when I really got into the series. I've come to understand that in a lot of ways that's really the odd one out, but 11, I feel like every subsequent entry, and they do a lot of remakes in Dragon Quest, but their remakes are meaningful remakes. They really change a lot. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it's they've continued to polish this stone, right? And you'd think, right, if you just keep polishing a stone, you reach a limit. But it's it just has turned into a diamond. And every time they polish it again, it's oh my god, you just made it even cooler.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't agree about Dragon Quest 9 though. Dragon Quest 9 is my least favorite entry by
enjoyed
far. I think maybe if they get around to remaking it, they could make me like Dragon Quest IX a little more.
They probably could.
I think they
Dragon
probably
Quest
could.
7, I tried that on 3DS, didn't much care for it, and it looks incredible.
I didn't play
the
3DS
reimagined
Dragon
game.
Quest 7. I played it for the PlayStation. I loved Dragon Quest 7.
Oh, gee. Are you losing your mind about Reimagine?
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's like a matter of like once you hit a certain age, you just kind of understand. But like something about the systems that felt like obtuse and annoying in the past just feels so comfortable and right. And it's like the iteration, the repetitiveness of it all, like the ways in which it's variations on a theme just somehow slot into this perfect kind of comfort and like warmth.
Yep. There
I
is
don't
a
know,
warmth about the world of Dragon Quest that doesn't exist in other games.
And 1 and 2, I thought, have kind of taken some pretty big swings in terms of like a particular type of storytelling, which is not like, it's not super narratively interesting, but in terms of what kind of vibes it's trying to convey, it does that very well.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll let you talk more about it, Colin.
I think when Dragon Quest 11 came out, it like changed a lot of things. Dragon Quest 11 is amazing. It's
Incredible
probably
game.
like it's got to be in my top 5 RPGs. It's so good. And I feel like that was like the beginning of a new beginning where they're like, because now they're on a roll with the 3 and 2 or 3 and 1 and 2, and we got 7 coming. And if you believe it, then 4, 5, and 6 are also in the works currently for.
I want to go back and play the DS versions of those. I'm ready. I would love to play those.
Yeah. And man, we're eating good with the Dragon Quest.
Yeah, and it's something about like getting like playing Dragon Quest 3, like Jamie. So you loved 11. 11's an incredible title. We both played 11S. Basically did everything in those games. 3, 1, and 2, you lose some of the creature comforts, but like not all of them. And also like somehow I feel like 11 eases you into those games. I can't explain it, but I feel like the experience you had playing that is priming you. Like it's rewiring parts of your brain to just understand how Dragon Quest is.
I felt like 11
yeah.
was doing that actively. Like I remember playing 11 and feeling like it was somehow actively doing that to me, and that I finally understood why all these Japanese people are taking their days off of work when the Dragon Quest games come out, because I finally got it. So I understand what you're saying, and I'm ready. And I did just purchase 3 on Steam because it's on sale. I'm excited.
Let's
Hell
go.
Yeah. I'm so excited for you to play. That's a fabulous
count
game.
Until you buy a second copy of it, Jamie.
Yeah, you got to get the Switch version, dog.
Okay, fine. You convinced me.
It did get a Switch 2 update, actually. But yeah, those games are just, they're so special. Colin, I'm so glad you're here because you can evangelize JRPGs with me.
Wait, yeah. Whenever I get to play Dragon Quest, it's like Christmas time for me.
Dragon Quest 2 is a big boy, though. I don't know how I'm going to beat that game. I just got the ship, and I'm like, oh my god.
It's a big chunk. There is so much more going on than there was in the original game. Like, wow.
And also, people were like, Dragon Quest 1 is like an 8-hour game. I took like 25 to 30 hours to beat that game.
It took me like 20-ish. Yeah.
Maybe it was 20. But
I don't know who's beating it in 8 hours unless they were doing it on Draki mode. I don't know how you're beating it in 8 hours.
I don't know either. Yeah.
I mean, maybe if you joylessly beelined to the end.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm remembering the Dragon Lord. That was a sick fight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so good. That was hard, too.
It's always seemed to me that the Dragon Quest games are tied inherently to a sense of nostalgia. And since I never really had any attachment to them ever, it's always been... I've always missed that part of it when it's, when I've ever considered or tried playing the games.
11 would change that for you, I think.
I think I was going to say that too, because I think you guys have said that to me, Geoff, Jamie, because that was, I think, one of those that you pressed pretty hard on, and also it being like fairly modern, that does make sense too.
Yeah, 11's maybe the best the series has ever been. It does this thing where I feel like, I don't know if every Dragon Quest game in the past did this. Like, there's always vignettes, right? And like sometimes the vignettes can feel pretty small. Dragon Quest 11 does the vignettes, and then you're like, oh, okay, like I did the vignettes and they're whatever. And then something happens, and every vignette gets a payoff,
Mm-hmm.
and then something else happens, and then every vignette gets another payoff, and it's very weird.
Is the vignette like? Is that a like what the word actually means, or is that something else?
Vignettes like
conversation.
small stories,
Okay.
like go to a town and like a small drama is unfolding.
A couple hours for each one.
This game doesn't.
Oh,
yeah,
fuck,
but this
okay. So not like Tales vignettes, which I did.
no,
enjoy.
not like private scenes or whatever. No, it's not that.
Those are cool.
Yeah, it just does that. So like it feels like a small game, and then it unfurls in front of you, and you're like, oh my god, this is a huge game.
But temper my expectations.
Dragon
Is there a
Quest-
Sylvando in 3?
Oh God, I love.
Oh no, absolutely not. You have blank slates, but the thing about the blank slates is that their jobs are very cute.
There can never be another Sylvando anyway.
Okay, well, no, I appreciate.
Irreplaceable.
I'm glad I asked that question because as someone who's not so steeped in the Dragon Quest universe, I think for some reason, and as someone who 11 was really transformative for me, I almost kind of like assume that going back that would be the case, but then I think back to like, you know, the FFs of that era, and I'm like, no, why would I expect that? That's just not going to be what I'm getting.
And it's certainly the case that in Dragon Quest 2 there are some characters, and in fact in Dragon Quest 1 there's a character who's like the most perfect hero that ever.
Oh, yeah.
But somehow it works. I don't know why.
I'm excited.
But like, oh my god, are you going to do all this heroing all alone? And then your hero just does nothing. He just stands there or like puts his hand out to shake a hand, and you're like, oh my god, he is. He's doing it all alone.
He's doing it by himself.
I don't know, man. You give it a shot, Jamie. I'm really excited for you to just be in that world. I think it's super beautiful. I think the visual upgrades are like the cheat code that Dragon Quest needed to get me in.
Do you feel like between 3 and then 1 and 2, do you feel like they even like stepped up their game even more, or do you feel like the 3
Yes.
of those are kind of you feel like those are on an even higher pedestal for you?
Colin, what do you think?
3 going from 11 to 3, 1, 2, or going from 3 to 1 and 2?
Going from 3 to 1 and 2.
I think I put 2 on the same level as 3. And like the big grand adventure. You get,
I think yeah.
It's tough.
2 is
2 is really good.
Yeah, 2 is definitely, they are firing on all cylinders.
Yes.
Like 2 is like we took 3 and like we turned it up.
Okay.
Like everything that you saw there, like we dialed in the art even more. We fleshed out these characters. We took all these things we introduced in 3 and sort of like added even more flourishes to all of them. It's
also,
a big game.
Also, the voice acting in 2 has no business being as good as it is at all.
Yeah.
How many hours is this like classic JRPG of like 100 hours for standard playthrough?
Have you beaten 2, Colin?
Yeah. Well, I have to think about it because I play games like a psychopath.
Right.
Same.
I would say 2. Dragon Quest 1, I would say 20, 25 hours. Dragon Quest 2, maybe like
40?
60.
Oh, damn. Okay. Big boy.
What about 3?
50 to 60. 3,
I forgot.
3 probably about the same. 3's a pretty sizable game.
3 is a cool game. There's a lot of fun stuff happening in 3. It does. I'm not going to spoil the kind of interesting beats in 3, but it does some cool stuff with messing with your expectations. You know, that a lot of other JRPGs have done, but it's always nice when it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
you're gonna have a great time,
folks. We gotta pivot here and talk about a different JRPG, one that's not for babies, one that's full of piss and blood. A little JRPG I like to call Death Stranding 2.
Never heard of it.
Well, you probably don't need to play it.
Oh, really?
no.
Oh, that's too bad.
I thought this was a Game of the Year contender.
I mean, for me, I
Okay.
played it though, and I finished it, and it was very good. But I would not say that anybody needs to go play this.
Oh
game.
no.
So, Griffin, can I ask you a question, and then I want to hear about this game? Why does every character in this universe speak in such a stilted way and then pause
could
for
you-
a long period of time? Can he not do that anymore? Can he stop?
Nope.
I saw Elle Fanning in Predator Badlands. She's an incredible actress. Why have they done this to her?
Oh no.
It was a good movie.
Is it? Okay.
I had a great time.
All right.
It's
Well,
like a buddy
okay.
cop.
Death Stranding 2 is the Predator buddy cop movie of video games. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, where to begin? I'm not here to convince you guys to play this game. I think that for people who play Death Stranding, this is an absolute must play because it sands down all the rough edges of Death Stranding, maybe even to a point of making it a little too easy and less intimidating and takes some of the teeth out of it. But it really hammers home what was super fun and enjoyable about that game. Aside from like the Kojima nerdy nonsense, like just the actual mechanics of like, I'm a delivery guy building roads. Like it's got a nice loop. It's got kind of like, the right kind of, I hate saying like turn your brain off type of stuff, but like it's the kind of game that you can see and map out several goals and set out with a plan, execute on that, and kind of build out, you know, the things that you want to do and make these incremental improvements towards the end of seeing and making the game more robust and enjoyable because you're like terraforming the land and building roads and making things more viable. Now, like the payoff is, okay, now I can do those quests faster, which it's always a funny thing in my mind. Like I do these things so I can do these things faster. But where it also is very successful is it is not quite as zany. I shouldn't say that. It is zany, but it is not quite as stupid as Death Stranding. Like all the characters in this game, all the voice actors, everybody involved seems like they are more in the know of like, we're doing this because we either have faith in Kojima that he has a vision, or like I'm in on the joke and I'm having a good time with this as well. Now to your point, like does Elle Fanning like give a lackluster performance? Sure, but also like the character is supposed to be one who is removed from humanity and is basically like a walking corpse. So nailed it.
I mean, it's just wooden direction all around. I don't blame the actors. I mean, Kojima has gotten his wish and assembled a very talented crew that he has given scraps to.
Yes and no. I mean, I think there's some performances that are absolutely over the top stellar, like in ways that, but those people that take the spotlight, unfortunately, aren't those characters. But like your
Léa Seydoux?
Yeah. If you were hypothetically wanting to play a Death Stranding game, this would be the one to do, because it does kind of remove a lot of the bullshit.
Skip one?
Yep. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
if you're looking to experience what is the Death Stranding game, this is the one to play. I think it to me, it's a fascinating case if somebody were to like want to play this without any apropos of nothing. Like, I guess besides just like having a feel of the zeitgeist, like, okay, but to come in and be like, I'm interested in this world now, having rejected the first game. It's just wild to me. So that's why I think it's a very complicated situation. Like, it is one of the best executed Kojima games that has ever been created. Like, playability, just like cohesiveness, the you know, it's tight in a way that Kojima games aren't, which makes it actually, you know, pretty playable. But at that same point, like, it's weird that it's the sequel and really you're losing a lot of the payoff if you didn't play the first game, in my opinion, just because Kojima stuff is so like story heavy and character driven and you know, has those quirks and foibles that Kojima has in his games. So I feel very torn about it in that I would not recommend it to anybody to actually go play. However, I do not regret putting, you know, 90 hours into it, and
Wow.
I will go back to it most likely to finish it off and get the platinum trophy for it. It is very doable.
You absolute man. Freaking platinum hunters, man.
It's very good.
It's
but
neat.
it's not something that I would say everybody has
So
to
Griff,
play.
I really liked the
Can
first
I-
game for 20 hours, but it was actually very emotionally kind of effective for me in making me feel like despondently depressed. Does this game do that too?
No. I think it probably is trying to do that more so than the first game with the themes that it's going on with like loss and trying to find your way and you know, like I guess really just like straight up like the loss and lack, you know, the loss of a child. But I think the first game is more emotionally effective just because of how big it is, like how imposing it is, how it's kind of like the rough edges and the kind of daunting nature of what you're doing in it, for better for worse, I think does kind of give you that oppressive feeling that this, you know, game 2 does feel like that has been neutered a bit for the sake of better playability.
Gotcha.
The world's longest pause.
Yeah, it was a long silence.
I was just,
What is this, a Kojima game?
I was absorbing. I was contemplating.
Also, can I just say something controversial real quick, which is that I don't need to talk about it at all, but I was playing Metal Gear Solid Delta. Beautiful game. MGS3 is still cool. But, man, that dialogue was really showing just Kojima's weaknesses. It's bad. It's bad dialogue. It's just bad. Like, I know it's iconic, but it's really rough. What was wrong with us? I guess we were teen boys. That part's great.
There's nothing bad about that game.
That part's excellent. Okay,
Metal Gear Solid is perfect.
You get on the phone with people and they just start monologuing.
Oh yeah. At some point,
monologues drive me crazy.
Kojima is going to be. He's going to have said everything he needs to say, and we're going to get shorter dialogue. And this might be it.
I don't think the shorter dialogue is better. The shorter dialogue is not better. Oh, man. Anyway.
Well, I will say that the one downside to Death Stranding 2, for me, on a really personal note, is you don't get Norman Reedus standing up while he's driving his motorcycle and screaming out, "Check out Norman Reedus right across America on AMC tonight at 7 p.m. Central." The co-branding. Real miss there. No more Monster Energy drink. No more Norman Reedus promoting his AMC television shows.
I saw you got an electric guitar that shoots out electric stuff or something. I don't know. Maybe the bad guy has it. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yep. It is kind of cool. But
hey, Griffin, I know you just talked about a game, but I really want to hear about Kirby Air Riders.
It's basically the Death Stranding of Mario.
I'm thinking about buying it to play with Jessica, and I need you to tell me if that's the right choice or the wrong choice. I did not watch the hour-long direct. Even I'm not that insane.
My opinion of Kirby Air Riders is it is a much more interesting kart racer than Mario Kart could ever be. It is more engaging. It has more interesting systems. Like, just having not played Air Riders on the GameCube, I was like, oh, this is different, and this is unique, and this is not the same as just hold button to kart. It definitely not. I mean, I'm shitting on Mario Kart, but like it feels different enough to be to merit being a different game. And right, like it has that Sakurai, like, you know, everything is doing something for a reason kind of a feel still. And then it very much has that Sakurai, like Smash Bros on the game or on the 3DS, like ultra intricate menu design, maybe to a point of overabundance.
Yeah. Sakurai and overabundance. What?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I was done with it pretty quick.
That's the problem, right? I think it's like it's way more intricate and interesting, and also you're gonna play Mario Kart forever, and you're gonna play Kirby Air Rider for a weekend.
I don't know about that. I mean, I would much rather play Air Rider than Mario Kart just because it's different, right? Like I could play something that's not Mario Kart for a change. That's why it's probably more appealing to me, but I also don't really care for modern Mario Kart.
Is it too intricate that your friends are not going to want to play it on a weekend? Like if you get a bunch of people over who are, not the most avid gamers, but they do like Mario Kart, would they enjoy this?
I would never make anybody play this game.
Oh no.
I don't think so. There's too Nope. No. There's too much in it.
Okay. So yeah, maybe I won't be buying that one then.
Yeah, I do really like there's a little feature in it where you can play a mode that it's like Iron Mike Mountains Mad. Oh my god, I can never remember the name of this game. I was even just trying to look it up, but it's like the 4-person arcade where you spin the wheels super fast and you hit the nitro button and the car goes really fast, and it's like the top down Iron Mountain Mike's some combination.
Iron Sheiks.
Anyway,
Mountain.
Oh, you're talking about the single screen racing experience where you have like the top down view?
Yeah, yep. It's very much based off that arcade game, which is super fun. Love playing that. Kind of reminds me of was it not Puzzle and Dragons, Striker or something like that? Like, where you flick the dragons to click the chips.
Not in public, man. Don't flick the dragon in
I'm
public.
a podcaster, guys. And I play video games.
There was a fun Mario Party mini game where you did a single screen racing thing. You played that one, right, Griff?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, Air Riders is fine. It's pretty neat, but.
Hey, quick question: do we want to say anything about Donkey Kong Bonanza? It's a great game, but it came out in June. Thoughts?
None additional.
Haven't played it yet.
Neat.
It's really freaking fun. You should play it.
It's really good.
Great Nintendo game, platformer.
I struggle playing it on the little screen.
It's 8 inches, man. How much more do you need?
Yeah, I feel like sometimes it gets like I get stuck in stuff or I can't really see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And sometimes, I mean, it feels a little unpolished for a Nintendo game.
Really?
But overall, I've been having a good time with the little that I have played.
I think the more you play it, the more you will realize it is pretty damn polished. I mean, I think the central mechanic is like meant to feel messy. The central mechanic is meant to feel messy, and meant to feel kind of like all over the place. But like once you kind of grok it and understand how the game wants you to interface with it,
it wants me to
real
interface
good.
with poor camera controls.
I mean, the camera controls are a little bit messy. Yeah, that's a problem.
All right, well, that's kind of what I'm saying.
But it's not that big a problem. I don't know. Nintendo's always had shitty cameras.
Sure,
That's
I mean,
kind of
like
their
it's
thing.
not getting in the way of my Nintendo platformer for sure. Like I'm still
Yeah.
playing, but it's just more of a surprise of like this darling actually might not be perfect.
Yeah, I mean it's fantastic. It's probably Odyssey tier. Do you think it's better or worse than Odyssey, Jamie?
Oh boy. I have to.
Dared.
I beat Odyssey. I have not beat this game, but I
have
really like it a lot. I did not think it was not polished. I never once thought the camera was annoying. Like I would get into an area where the camera would stop working, but I'm like, I did this to myself. This is me.
The Dark Souls of cameras.
You know
Donkey
what
Kong
it does
Bonanza.
that Nintendo platformers do so well? It's got great sequence breaks. Like, it's a speedrunner's delight. I think they invest so much in movement and, like, just being in the world and moving around the world. It reminds me very much of, like, I don't know, like, Mario 64, I guess, doesn't have a lot of sequence breaking, but there's a lot of Nintendo games where, like, just part of the scene around that is, like, figuring out ways to skip stuff. And this game is so full of skips. In the coolest ways possible. And like some of them you'll just naturally encounter as a player. I really like that.
I was just going to say the most fascinating thing to me about this game is that when I first fired it up, my immediate thought was, man, if I were 6 years old, this would be my favorite game of all time. I don't know how deep this is going to go. But then you keep playing and you're like, I'm 38 and they're not really introducing all that many new mechanics. And I just love smashing shit. And I could do this for many, many hours. And I think it's really, really good. I would not be surprised if eventually when I do beat it, I actually like it even more than Odyssey. It just speaks to me. It's just weird and it feels old. in some ways, in like
Yeah.
interesting ways. Like
I
like
agree.
the design sensibilities.
It's a classic platformer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm fascinated by it. I will beat it eventually, and I'm kind of shocked that it exists, and I'm excited about it.
Once you do beat it, Jamie, check out how far the speedrun has come, because the stuff that they skip with it is incredible.
That's cool. I definitely am.
Like, you can beat the game like getting almost no bananas. You can skip animal transformations completely. It's crazy.
It really defies expectations because you're like, I'm just smashing. Like, why are you giving me a Banjo-Kazooie level when all I can do is smash? And then it somehow works? I don't know. It's very strange. But I like it.
I do like the smashing.
The little smash radar for finding your boys. Little inconsistent, but very good.
Yes, definitely.
They know what they're doing. Those guys at Nintendo, I think that company might have a future ahead of it.
I think I do like smash block over throw hat. But I would also just say that the Odyssey is just a more refined game.
I would agree with that. Odyssey is a more refined game. They're both really cool. I like them a lot. I think, I don't know who I would choose, but I was curious if you had thoughts, Jamie. But maybe once you beat it, you'll know. Because as we know, until you beat it, all opinions invalid.
I think I'd probably, if I had to extrapolate, I think I'd probably come to the conclusion that yes, Odyssey definitely more polished, probably will withstand the test of time more. But this game it's just so weird. It's like I have to, and fun, and I don't know. It's kind of, I'm sitting here thinking about it. It's boggling my mind, and I want to play it. So I'm excited.
Yeah, don't sleep on it. That's all I'm saying is don't sleep on Donkey Kong, because he's very good.
We are lousy with the choices of Nintendo Switch 2 games to be playing right now, boys. And boy, oh boy, don't let Donkey Kong Bonanza slip through the cracks.
We kind of, for me, we are lousy with choice. What other consoles exist? I'm not familiar.
Steam.
There's a little console called the PC you might want to check out.
Oh, the Steam Machine? Yeah, next year that's coming out, right? The PC is coming out next year.
Not the little Steam, the Steam Machine Mini, the one that goes in your hand.
The Switch has Pokemon Legends ZA, which I'm not even going to talk about. It's cool, but we don't need to. It's fine.
Hell yeah.
The best part of that game is parkouring around rooftops and collecting little screws. It's fine.
And the juicy booties.
There is a juicy booty. The Pokemon are fun. Pokemon's still cool. Look, they know what they're doing. Once again, Pokemon, I think that company might be going places.
Big takes. Hot takes.
It's fun. I think it's in a lot of ways it shouldn't work, but it kind of does. I still think Legends Arceus is a better game. But this is doing some cool stuff.
Okay, interesting.
The action combat is fine. That's the end of that sentence. It's fine. It's okay. It's cool. I mean, it's kind of fun. It doesn't have the legs of the turn-based combat, but it's interesting. It can sustain a game. Some kind of fun story beats. The fashion's really good. I don't know. It's fun. Just
It's no Pal World, right?
None is fuck off. None of you people are gonna play it, so we're not even gonna talk about it. It's fine.
That's true.
I'll tell you what. It's on my list before Hades or Dragon Quest is.
The question is, will I buy the DLC? I don't know. Hey, is Ghost of Yōtei good?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know yet because I'm starting it after this podcast.
You want to tell us about that, Griff?
Sure. It's good.
We all aged 30 years over the course of the last hour.
Ghost of Yōtei is a very good and well executed video game in terms of design, pacing, performance, visuals.
ChatGPT wrote this.
What was that?
I said ChatGPT wrote this.
Yeah.
Show me the M dashes. Where are the M dashes at?
Okay, let me speak these emojis out loud here. It's very good. Like, Ghost of Yōtei is an excellent game. I did not like Ghost of Tsushima because I thought it was boring. I didn't it didn't jive with me. I didn't jive with any of the hook or the characters or anything. Like it also felt up its own ass a million times over. So I kind of bristled at it too, just to begin with. Ghost of Yōtei seems to me to be more approachable. It does a lot of things that it's a very interesting game to come out this year alongside of Assassin's Creed Shadows, and I'm so happy that I did not play Assassin's Creed and I picked this one up and committed to this, because I was like, wow, it's so much fun being in this setting and being a samurai guy who's also kind of a ninja, and there's I'm gonna go dispatch these certain high-level warlords and eventually get to the it is following that same formula with map stuff.
Is it a role play? Is it like do the numbers and get bigger numbers and gain levels?
No.
Is that okay?
No. You get there's like a skill tree, and you unlock certain parts of a skill tree, but numbers don't go up. It's not like that at the new Assassin's Creed of like the loot 'em up type of thing. I don't know. Like I think it's a much better selection to go play than Death Stranding 2 if you're looking for a big old beefy, third-person action game to sink your teeth into this year. I don't just like on paper, like on a workman-like quality. It is phenomenal. Like it is tens across the board everywhere. Is it missing maybe a little something heart and soul or unique or trying something new? Certainly. But everything that it does do, it excels at. It is. There's nothing to scoff at. Everything is very excellent. It just is like not particularly novel. Like best game technical is how I would put it.
I think that's the thing that's made me not want to engage is like I just have such third-person action game fatigue.
Sure. Yeah. This is not going to fix that.
Okay, that's good to know. That's really tells me everything I need to know, because people are over the moon about this game. People are losing their minds. They're like, it's so good, it's transformative. I'm hearing you say it's not transformative. It's solid. It's very good. It's best in class.
Yes, it is best in class. It is excellent. Erika Ishii's performance is excellent. They do a really phenomenal job conveying a lot of emotion, like in terms of like facial capture too, which is super cool. To juxtapose it with Death Stranding, right? You're like, wow, you got the most actors and the most visual tech going on there with the worst delivery, and then Ghost of Yōtei comes along with like one just outstanding, phenomenal individual that just sells the whole thing and does all that extremely well.
But is it coming to the Switch 2 this December, like Assassin's Creed Shadows?
I don't know.
No, the answer is no. It's not.
I cannot imagine that running on the Switch 2. Also, I think I learned something.
Did you play it, Jamie?
I think I learned something about Griffin just now after 30 years of like hanging out with Griffin, is that Griffin doesn't like a game when he starts describing it and he's talking like he's writing a GamePro review from 1992. Like if he starts going through the different, he's like, the visuals are this, the sound is this. It's like, oh, he doesn't like it. It's not. He doesn't.
I think he liked this game. I think Griffin does the thing that I do, which is that when discussing a game you like, you just state all the flaws.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's what I'm learning. That's what I'm hearing today from both you guys. I see.
No, I really like this game. I think this is my commitment to trying to speak to games on a more personal level and less of trying to be like the objective. This is how video, like this is the Siskel and Ebert video games. You can speak about a game as if it is a something that you are not attached to personally. I really enjoyed playing Ghost of Yōtei. I platinumed the game. Ooh. I did everything that game had to offer, and well, I shouldn't say that. I did all the things that would get me the platinum, which is not everything the game has to offer. But I had a great time with it. Excellent pacing. Just like it did that thing where the third person open world game does, where you're like, okay, I one more little quest, one more little area, one more little pip on the map, and never did it ever feel like shitty in that classic Assassin's Creed map vomit type of way where you're like, oh great, more of this nonsense to get through. It did feel very organic. It felt very natural. It didn't feel in my face. By the time you get to even like the last section of the world, it's like they've pared it down, right? So you're like, okay, this feels like maybe I'm doing 2/3 the amount of things than normally I would be doing. So it, very respectful, even though I still put like, I think my play clock was like 80 some odd hours in it. So these games, they are not small. They are not want for more content. There's plenty of shit happening. But did like this. Would recommend it. But just to be clear, like, it's not doing anything novel or blowing any socks off in terms of like, you have to play this game because it will alter your viewpoint on games. Like, no, it does everything extremely well that it sets out to do.
This game is
right down the. No, go for it.
Sorry, buddy. I don't know what's going on with my audio today, but it's definitely passed what I call the patient test, which is that if I have a patient and it's a man between the ages of like 18 and 45, he's played this game. Doesn't matter what else he's into. I'll be talking to patients. I'll be like, "What do you like?" And they'll be like, "InfoWars," and also Ghost of Yōtei is pretty good. And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
I don't think InfoWars enjoyers like Ghost of Yōtei.
Oh God!
I don't think there's a lot of overlap there. They do know there's a queer woman in the lead role, right? Because
they're not gonna like that very much.
They're not gonna like that at all.
They'll fix that.
Well,
no.
You could easily get away with not knowing that at all.
It's true. But it is a female assassin from like feudal era, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Has this happened before or after?
Not
Tsushima?
historical.
It is after Tsushima.
It's in the future. Okay.
And it does make allusions to things, events, characters of Tsushima. And it is also super cool because it's in like fake
I'm not gonna
Japan.
know any of those.
So it's like you don't have to actually know eras and historical figures and whatnot. So that's pretty nice, being free from historical shackles.
Japanifornia?
Yeah.
Is this where Phoenix Wright takes place?
Let's talk about something else though. It's good. Yeah, there's some good games this year.
A similar question about this is just the weirdest transition of all time. But Griff, you played Final Fantasy Tactics. You love that game. You played the Ivalice Chronicles.
Yeah. Now you want to talk about a game for the Switch. Well, that answer is Final Fantasy Tactics, Ivalice Chronicles. The only reason I bought a Switch too.
Did it deliver for you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I like it.
I think I'm spoiled on difficult ROM hacks. This game on Tactician feels so easy. And I'm like, did they dumb it down?
Yeah, they definitely have made it like some of those checkpoints, those skill checks, like Door to City, are not quite as brutal as they used to be.
I'm getting my ass kicked in the
like
second battle, and I'm on the normal difficulty, so I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I feel like the AI is worse. I don't know that to be true, though.
Using the jump button, Jamie? No, just kidding. That's not funny. I like it. I really am enjoying the voice acting that has been added in.
Yeah.
The fact that it's not poo-poo audio like the PSP had problems with, which is super unfortunate. I don't know. Like, I was coming into this ready to like it because, of course, it's Tactics and it's like one of the best games ever created. So I'm happy that it didn't shit the bed in a weird way like the PSP version did, War of the Lions. So I'm having a good time. I'm trying kind of a different tactic with it, where I'm not grinding. I'm just kind of like trying to move from level to level and still try. Like I'll still fight a couple random battles, but not with the vigor that I would do in the past of like, okay, absolutely. I gotta get Rams into Monk to then get to, this, that, and the other, and like hit this progression tree to be OP by some certain point. I'm just kind of enjoying the playthrough, and I'm playing on basic bitch or whatever normal equivalent is.
So I'm also doing that, and it just felt so breezy, and I'm like, have I just played this game too much?
It might be.
It might be.
So as someone who doesn't play Tactics a lot, I feel like it's awesome, and I can't know because I haven't committed like the the mechanics of this game to my memory, but it seems like they've made some. Have they made some things technically like easier on like the leveling up side? Like, were you always able to get skills from other classes without being that class?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When you say like
in many ways, yes.
Like from the crystals?
No, like I just literally can go into the job screen and just like grab a skill from a class that I am not.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
It's
absolutely.
always been there.
Yeah.
Could you use it? No, that's a different question.
Yeah, probably.
But Geoff, what you're getting to too is just like another one of those like conveniences. Instead of selecting a single skill from a fallen enemy crystal, you now get the whole shebang. Which
you always got the whole shebang. It just made it look like you got one skill.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa!
You always got everything.
What? Get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay,
Yeah.
that could be why I never collected the crystals then.
Oh no.
So Jamie, I think I'm really heartened to hear that you're like having an incredible time with it and finding the difficulty to be really brisk. Because playing through it, I'm like,
But Jimmy said it was hard.
Yeah, brisk, hard. I don't know.
I don't think brisk is like easy breezy.
I think of brisk as like
a walk in the park.
that was nice.
I don't know. Brisk to me is like a tough gale. Like it's challenging weather conditions.
Let's argue about brisk for the next 10 minutes. We're gonna litigate this. No, I meant hard. Like the difficulty has been taxing for you.
It has been,
brisk.
and the AI I don't think is I don't think it's dumb. Like they beat up on my characters. Yeah. Like my healer gets hit until they die, and then I'm like, fuck. Okay.
I think I had forgotten because I've played these ROM hacks where the AI is basically allowed to like sing because it's a really good AI, but they don't give the job skills to the enemy characters really, and I didn't remember that. Most enemy characters just have item as their secondary and are all basic jobs, which is kind of a bummer. Okay, this is just me. I'm just living in my own special world.
No, I'm enjoying hearing this. It's I just feel like maybe because I'm still getting to know the game and it's still a little obtuse to me. They haven't, filed down all the hard edges on it. Like it's still very much what it is, which is good. But no, yeah, like I'll I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm not playing that mindfully. I'll put a character out there in the middle of nowhere and they get killed. And like I like that. Like it makes me think about what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, I'm happy that you're having that experience, Jamie. I really like it. I think it's got a lot of polish. I wish I liked it even more. I wish that they'd been a little more ambitious in this remake, but it's good. It's a really good game. I mean, it was always an incredible title, and the voice acting is superb.
Have you tried it on the other mode, Geoff?
The classic mode?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to do that.
I haven't. I've been curious to see what that is. I'm just like, is it none of?
I think it's the Word Line script, which is odd.
Ooh.
I know, right? Yeah.
Ooh, that's a choice.
They really fixed this script. Like they took that overwrought, they like kind of a turd and like made it palatable, and really brought some real pathos and like cool stuff into the characters. A game where it was like a lot of interesting politicking. Like I didn't really feel that connected to any characters. I'm like I kind of feel connected to the characters now, which is really cool.
Oh, 1,000% agree. Yes. Yeah. Yep. Just that another couple passes on that translation has been phenomenal.
That's great. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm really glad that
I am missing some of those quirks. I do miss some of those fun zingers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not perfect. There's some flaws in it too. Like there's some menu navigation farts.
They got rid of little money.
No. Oh no.
This is a deep cut. You know Little Money, Jimmy?
Little money.
Running at like 1 frame a second.
I'm happy it exists, and the fact that it was announced this year and has come out, and again, just having another way to play tactics on a handheld has been very nice.
Agreed. Yeah.
Did I basically pay $400 to play tactics? Yes, I did.
And listen, it's fine. You can play other games such as
I wouldn't even know where to start. I'll wait for Assassin's Creed to come out. I guess.
There you go. That's the only way to play. Jamie and I were discussing how we're probably going to buy that, so we may be the problem.
Yeah. That's a good game.
I know, Jamie, you had a hard out at 9:30. Are there other games we want to touch on today?
I want to hear about is you're playing UFO 50, and I want to hear your thoughts on that.
So, to be clear, my thoughts on UFO 50 are informed entirely by the one expansive JRPG in that game, which is really fun.
Oh.
It's cool. It's set in a world, bones are currency. There's a lot of kind of intense stuff going on. It's like a Western. It's very good. I need to play more of that game. It seems incredible. You should probably buy it. All the games, like, this one game, I think I'll probably get like 15 hours out of, and there's 49 others.
Yeah, I've been very curious about this game, for sure.
Derek, you of Spelunky is involved pretty heavily. It's really cool, and again, Switch is the best way to play. The only way to play. Some people say.
Some say.
It does seem like a good Switch game.
Yeah, it's really fun.
It's got bones for currency.
It's got bones for currency.
That's like the first thing you said about it.
That's the headline.
What?
This is the weirdest UFO 50 review of all time.
I'm playing one game and it's got bones for currency.
Oh my god.
It's really fun though.
Oh, man.
You're shooting guns. It's got action combat where you press the button in time. Little mini games. It's really good. Bones.
Is there multiplayer stuff to it, or is?
I don't know, because it required me to play more than one game.
Gotcha. Okay.
I did play one other game, which is like a dungeon crawler, which is pretty cool. It seems incredible. I mean, I think it'll be a really fun time.
Cool. And then I want to hear about Abiotic Factor real quick before I have to jump from Collin.
Yeah.
That game's pretty fun. Do you know anything about it?
No.
So it's like a survival crafter.
No.
I'm playing with my brother.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine you could play it by yourself. It'd be pretty miserable. It's very Half-Life, but you're not as cool as Gordon Freeman. You're kind of a weak little bitch scientist man, and you're trapped in the underground laboratory, and you got to get out.
What do they use for currency?
There's some spooky shit. There is money, human American dollars.
Oh, okay.
But also
Boring.
there's you're really just doing a lot of trading. You trade things. You can use dollars in the vending machines.
What do you like
to
about
get
like
cookies and snacks and stuff.
Are you a fan of this kind of game generally speaking, or?
I generally probably wouldn't play a game like this.
You got my attention back. I was out and back in now.
Yeah, it's my brother recommended that we play it, so I was like, we were looking for something to play. It's actually really fun. It's a cool little world, and
Is it
yeah.
puzzly or?
There's like a level of things that you have to figure out. There's not necessarily puzzles that need to be solved.
Mm-mm.
You're kind of navigating the lot. I have not finished the game. I'm maybe like 30% of the way in, if PlayStation is to be believed.
These survival crafting games, does one complete them?
This is a game that is completed.
Okay, I like that.
This isn't like a Minecraft sort of thing where you just make your. I mean, I guess I don't know that much about Minecraft, but you build stuff and then.
Hey, y'all heard about this game, Minecraft?
Minecraft? Is anyone know about this?
It's a little indie game.
I don't know. I got like a big thing that shoots saw blades at idiots, and
All right.
I pooped my pants and got an achievement. I didn't make it to the bathroom, but I got a little achievement for it. That was nice.
Instant purchase.
Peak gaming.
Can you use the dung from your pants to craft items in the world?
I tried to pick it up, and it said it recommended against that, and that I use a plastic bag, and so now I have a bag of human feces in my refrigerator at my base.
So we're basically
And also
playing
in the
same
game.
game with this.
Yes. What was that, Griff?
This is the same game as Death Stranding, is what you're telling me.
Oh, yeah, maybe. There you go. It is really cool. There's a lot going on in it.
Okay.
And
I'm
you're
intrigued.
kind of like there's a kind of an element of control, like the game control.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Where there's like weird ass artifacts of power, and it's like, don't touch the the end table of hatred.
It's like, this game sounds
We're
awesome.
just locked in this fucking room. Don't go in this room with the end table of hatred. And it's bizarre. Yeah, and a big part of it is as you're going through the laboratory, you have to go into a portal that takes you to like a different dimension where you have to go find this thing. So this dimension is like you're in Silent Hill almost now, or over here you're like on this crazy train on the fucking moon, and you have to like fight your way to the end of this train through a bunch of assholes.
Is there a
This
Sonic?
is sounding better and better.
It's a really cool game.
Okay.
Is there a Sonic hentai dimension or no?
I haven't been there yet, but golly, I hope so.
I hope so. That sounds cool, Collin.
It's really cool. I was surprised by it once we got going.
You opened with just completely pulling me out, and you've roped me back in. I'm impressed.
The more I've talked about it, the more I'm kind of realizing like, the game's kind of cool, man.
Yeah.
Came out 2 years ago.
I think so. It was that might have been the.
Was it like a pre-release situation?
That was either early access or that might have been just Steam, and it just came out this year on PS5.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gents, I gotta jump. I'm expecting a work call because that's my life now. But I love talking about all this stuff. I trust you guys will land this plane beautifully, like we always do, seamlessly.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking forward to talking next.
Bye, Dr. Jamie.
Goodbye.
See you in 7
Have a
months.
good night.
All right, now that Jamie's gone, let's talk about the real video game.
Umamusume?
Get out of here, Collin.
The only other
I'm
game
out
on
of here
this
too.
list we have to talk about.
I also have a work call.
I have not played Umamusume in several months. Are you still playing, Griff?
I touched back in maybe 2 weeks ago just to see, just to lap up all the free pulls from the half-year anniversary. Wet my beak with some carrot.
Yeah. Have you spent human dollars?
When it first came out, I spent some human dollars on it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I had to get me that Kita-san Black.
Oh,
I can remember.
I saved up my carrots for her. Yeah, Kita-san Black, that's right.
Yeah. Completely unnecessary now, in my opinion.
Well, you can just borrow her from anyone. That's the other thing too.
Yeah, I can borrow her. This is a wild game.
This game is an Excel spreadsheet. That's what this game is.
I disagree. I think it's actually fairly fascinating. I don't know how much. What we got? We have unlimited record time, but this. Okay, so why am I still playing it? Well, it is because this game has already come out in Japan 2 years ago, and it is a service-based gacha game. So take that for all the evils that come along with it. What I find fascinating is how will this deploy over the course of the next year as they race towards symmetry between the Asian server, the Japanese server, and the
racing
server.
Horse racing.
I'm very curious because this is not something that we typically get to see, is like a phenomenon like this that also has a roadmap established to say like, hey, here's how to play, quote unquote, play this game optimally. And it's also very interesting because if you're like, okay, look up strategy guide for Pretty Derby, horse girl game, then you look it up and it's like, this is nonsense because it's deriving information off something that is versions and versions updated from now. So you're like, okay, but I'm like reading a strategy guide for something that is completely unrelated, and then every other thing that you read out there is like, do this and this and this, but you don't really need to, because by the time you get to 2024 version 722, this will be completely irrelevant. Guts is now going to be the most important
Guts
stat.
rebalance. They're all written from the perspective of people who've played the Japanese game, and they're like, don't worry about this, it'll be obsolete in a month.
Yeah,
it's very funny.
That's where I find it funny, in that I agree that it is a spreadsheet-like thing, but in terms of playing the game, it is unlike any game I've ever played before, which is actually pretty cool.
The act of playing the game feels like just trying to avoid doing any of the game.
Oh yeah, baby! Welcome to Side Games. Welcome to Side Games.
How quickly can I just speedrun all of the game? and
maximum autoplay.
Just get to the end.
Ultra skip. 4 times skip.
Yeah. Also, I can't imagine.
Skip.
I can't imagine playing this game on the original release cadence, because even with the current cadence, I'm like, wow, this is boring.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing to do in this game.
It does. The cadence does feel pretty fast though. Like, you know, I'm still playing Genshin, so
Yeah.
that's kind of like
Genshin's
my
like
baseline.
that's like a fun world to marinate in, though. That's not the case with Pretty Derby.
Yeah, well, apples and oranges, but also like the cadence is crazy fast in Umamusume, where like I will log in almost in the same day, and it's like there's new banners, and I'm like, should I care about any of these? And then they're gone tomorrow, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? That was a big horse lady. I think I wanted her.
Oh yeah, they did that big horse
the
lady.
Tall lady.
They did the tall lady dirty. Did you see her intro video?
Yeah.
Oh my god, she's walking around like a freaking kaiju. Like shaking the whole earth beneath her.
That was fun for me. I was like, cool, big horse lady. Yeah, I don't know.
Horse lady Dumitrescu.
It's super fun. You were absolutely right months ago when you said like, I'm checking it out because it's making such interesting headlines and waves and for the zeitgeist. And I was like, poo on that. And then I looked it up as well. I was like, okay, this is actually, Geoff is 100% right. This is super fun and engaging. And the weird internet echo chamber of like everybody quote unquote playing this right now made it fun as well. And like being a part of the memes and whatnot was cool. I also will stand by the fact that it is just an interesting game that I have never played before.
I like it. I think the career loop is pretty fun. I think the problem I have with the game is once you've done a good career, it's hard to know what to point at other than just farming.
PvP.
But the PvP is all like asynchronous. It's like not
the best kind of PvP where I don't have to engage with another human.
And
only
also
theoretical engagement.
And also, unless you are a whale, you're going to lose.
That I don't agree with. I think you can definitely tailor things to be successful.
I mean, to be clear, I did rank up quite a bit. Like I think I got to like low B rank or something. Mm-hmm. But like the global challenge, oh my god, that was a nightmare. I think I got into class B. I got into one of the classes and then I couldn't advance the second time around.
Yeah. What about the Zodiac Cups that are happening every
like the Sagittarius and all that stuff?
Or something like that. It's just a trouncing. Like I don't know if it is 100% like whaling that people are just buying, maxing out stuff, because there's just so much happening.
I need to learn. I need to learn about the buffs and the debuffs. I mean,
it's the debuff game, bro.
Yeah, that's what I read. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably never go back to it because I've had my fill, and I know that when I play a gacha game, it's to the detriment of playing any other like meaningful game.
Fact.
But yeah, the debuffs I didn't quite grok the first time around.
No, yeah, I think that's pretty challenging. Like, to build a horse specifically to fuck the other horses up is pretty
wait, hold
cool.
on. To build a horse to fuck. End of sentence. Apparently Cinderella Grey, the anime, is actually like legitimately good.
Is it?
That's what I've heard.
I guess the whole thing is supposed to be legitimately good, but
I heard the original run was fine, but Cinderella Grey is supposed to be quite good.
Fair enough. I guess my appreciation is coming from everybody playing.
Yeah,
the game, and therefore speaking about it. Anyway, it's a neat thing. I'll continue to monitor from a distance. I'll be checking back in whenever you're
doing a little private monitoring
comes up for for a game that's easily hornyable.
You playing a little Goo Goo Babies?
It does feel a little weird, right? That is a thing. It does feel a little
okay,
weird.
I still think the funniest thing in that game is that the girls all stand in a small bespoke paddock that's made for horse girls. And then they all run out.
It does have some like Cars style. If you start questioning the lore of the world, was there a horse that did 9/11 in Umamusume world? Like, you get down that path and you're like, uh-oh.
The question is, can they ride horses? Can the horse girls ride a horse and save a cowboy, by the way?
Yep. It's been a blast. I'm so happy you said something about it, and it's been, again, like, I'm very fascinated in seeing this go at warp speed. Like, will it still be relevant? How will this pan out in the gacha wars as over the next year, as it accelerates into concurrent with the global Asia servers? So I'm very fascinated from like an academic lens. Less engaged in the game at this point.
Have they brought out new careers yet?
Yes, there is
That's
a
compelling.
new career that will definitely. I enjoy the new career because there's basically 2 careers running concurrently, so it's just more chances to level up your horsey. So
okay,
I mean, like, it's still the same mechanic, just happening in parallel.
All right. I'll
probably get who you like to Umamusume, so we put some Umamusume in your Umamusume.
I do kind of like doing Umamusume. They really want to date you, huh? All those girls.
Maybe. I've never read any of the dialogues.
I read them in the first campaign, and then I've been skipping it ever since.
Yeah,
they're pretty horny.
I mean, I've gotten to be much more aware towards the Japanese horse racing scene than I ever was prepared to know of.
Rip to Haru. Haru Urawa is dead.
Haru, it was a bad year, right? I think didn't Grass Wonder also.
I think so. And Gentilia, or whatever their name is, also died. Gentilius or whatever.
Maybe another one of the other golden children. I think they've been plummeting.
Collin hardest hit.
It's true. He's over here crying his eyes out. I have him on mute.
It was a terrible day for me personally.
Anyway, fun game. I enjoyed it for what it was. I'll probably never touch it again, but hey, it was a good time. There's a lot of other stuff on this list, but it's also late. Is there anything else we want to talk about before we go, or are we going to just call it here?
I feel very content. I've got a good chunk of my stuff off this list. We do have, I think, some notable ones to continue if we choose to pick up going next. I did want to just, I guess I'll just throw this one in here real quick. Borderlands 4. Oh. I did play it.
Okay.
And I am surprised. I only bring this up because there was somebody who convinced me to play it when we were out to dinner and Collin, you were there. And I was like, oh, okay. It sounds like good Destiny, huh? And it's like back to the good form of Borderlands and not awful and in your face and shitty and all that stuff. And I played it, and that and it was absolutely right. It's a totally fine Borderlands game, but I don't think that is an acceptable level of quality at this point in my life.
Yeah. I had a client who was real excited for that game. My old job.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, nothing wrong with it. But that'll be the last that I ever think about Borderlands.
Okay. I'm not surprised to hear that.
Okay.
Shinobi was cool. Play Shinobi.
I was going to ask you about that one because I've heard good things. So that's nice to hear.
Have you played it, Geoff?
I have not. I'm trying to think if there's anything I want to talk about. No. Luminous is cool as well. But, unless you're a Luminous freak, don't play it.
Oh, that's the new one, right?
Yes. If you have a VR headset, you'll probably have fun. Yes.
Do you have a VR headset?
I do not.
Wait. Were you playing it on the Switch one, the cardboard one?
No. I played it on PC because I have an OLED monitor, and it was pretty dope.
Oh, so not VR. Gotcha. Interesting. Fascinating. I was curious if you could play it on the PlayStation VR 1.
I
don't have anything but that.
Maybe you should check. It's cool.
Pass. That'd be a lot.
Or
I think I actually have to. I got the special adapter for it. I don't know. Not worth it.
It was fun though. But yeah. All right, we should wrap it because it's almost 10 o'clock.
Okie doke.
All right.
Well, gentle friends, thank you for podcasting with me and each other tonight. It's been a blast.
We did it, y'all.
We finally did it.
We finally did it. This has been Boss Barrel Radio. I want to take a second to give a quick shout out to our patrons, Sean Runcie, Alex Thiel. Thank you for donating actual human dollars, not bones, to this.
We will accept bones.
We will accept bones. But yeah, go ahead and log into Roblox and you get the special director's code. All right, this has been Boss Brewer. I've been Griffin Hoffmann. With me is Geoff Brewer.
Thanks so much.
Collin Connett.
Woo! Party!
Jamie's off taking phone calls. All right, see you, everybody.
Goodbye!